Welcome back. This is Jason Carlson. We are now at the belt sander, 1-inch belt sander. One of the things that I do want to highly recommend is the use of eye protection and respiration, because this kicks up quite a bit of dust, and I don't know whether or not people have allergies or not, so cover up, get ready. I've already cut some spaces, or excuse me, made some lines on the pick that I want to take away. And like I said earlier, this is a very light touch as far as the taking away of material. This is a brand new belt. It's 120 grit, and once it gets moving, it doesn't take very long before it is ripping away material. And as I've said before, you can take it off, but you can't put it back. So let's get going. What I've basically done is just roughed out the front shape. Now I'm going to rough out the back and then work on the rest of it off camera, and then we'll go into the fine sanding, which is all by hand. As you can excuse me, as you can see, it takes away the plastic or the acrylic really fast. So this will be finished up out here, and then we'll go inside and get to work on the fine finishing component. Well, unfortunately, once I got into the house and under some better light, I realized that I had some significant gouging into the plastic and the wood at this point in the handle. I filled it with cyanoacrylic glue, super glue, a gel formula, and now I'm going to hit it with an accelerator and let it set. It's going to have to sit for about 2 days to make sure that it's completely solid before I go at it with the sandpaper. I want to make sure that it's solid. What's really unique about this particular accelerator is it gets hot and it locks to the material. Great stuff. Already solid, but I just got to make sure. Anyway, that's it for right now. Hopefully in a day I'll come back and show you the finishing product. Well, we're back after several hours of waiting for the glue to cure. And what I've done is I've gone over the surface of most of the back end of the handle with 120 grit sandpaper. And this is to take down all of the leftover hard sanding, hard pieces of where the power equipment left indentations or holes and things, and to help cover up where I got a gouge and ended up filling with cyanoacrylic glue. That was in here. Now it's barely noticeable, but originally it was fairly deep. Packed it in there, let it set, good old 120, and away we go. Now it's just going to be successively higher numbers or finer grades of sandpaper going over and over and over it until we get down to the desired shape. Everything from this point forward about the handle is all about feel. The better the light, the more you can see the scratches. However, you can feel them before you can see them. And I can tell that there are still gouges right there from the saw, leaving holes in the back end. That's almost got it. Okay, so we'll come back with something substantially higher, 400, 600, and just keep moving our way up. And now we're back with even more work. That's focusing on it. I've now pushed it up to 800, and you can kind of tell that it's starting to pop a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it again really nice and heavy with the 800 to make sure that I've got all of the rivets polished up, and then I'm going to rinse it with my brain just left me for a second. Denatured alcohol. And then hit it with lacquer to seal it up. And then we'll be ready to do the unveiling. And we're back after everything has finally been done. Hit it with 800 grit sandpaper, well, rinsed it with denatured alcohol to get all the dust particles off. Make sure that it was clean, and then sprayed it with lacquer. That will help things set and hold the integrity of the wood so water can't get in and penetrate it. I've taken a razor blade and cut away the plastic or the tape, leaving the steel covered with adhesive, and then take some 99% isopropyl alcohol and clean the heck out of it. And there she is. Still got to require a tiny bit more work on it as far as touching up some bits and pieces on the blade, but that's typically how I finish my picks. Everybody does their own kind of grinding and polishing of the steel. I'm going to show you that next. Sorry I started in this right in the middle, but yeah, got to get started somewhere. Anyway, more to come, and hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday. Remember to keep it legal, keep it real, and go through the lock.